Good evening everybody, and welcome to tonight's video. Tonight's video is going to be a what's in the box of the Stark and Lannister starter set. So without further ado, let's spin the camera around and see what's in the box. So as I said, here's the what's in the box of A Song of Ice and Fire, the Stark and Lannister starter set. So this retails around about £100–150. As you can see, it's quite a big box, barely fits in the camera frame. So obviously it's not an unboxing video because I have already actually unboxed it and painted the miniatures. So obviously, to begin with, is your rulebook. So this rulebook is actually now out of date. There is a new one in here. There is a new updated one which you can get an app, but obviously this gives you full contents of what you get in the box. So it literally is, this is a very good entry point. I won't dwell too much on this because, as I say, this one's a little bit outdated now. This is a very good entry point if you wanted, say, the 2-player option. There are 1-player options obviously available, which are around about £80, £90, £100. So you get a various selection of terrain. So you get a weirwood tree, some cluster of trees, that's a bog. Obviously a selection of, again, these are double-sided, which is quite nice. So that's a balustrade there, and then you've got a hedge, and then you've got a wall, and a balustrade there. So it's quite good. These obviously all have various in-game uses and bits as well. So a selection of dead corpse piles, which again have aspects in the game. As you can see, the card stock is actually quite good. All the tokens you'll ever need. These I put into trays just to make it easier and simpler. So obviously you go through in the rulebook what you need. Things like obviously objective markers, and then you've got your turn counter there, victory point counters and other bits as well. Be careful when opening it up. This is not just for advertising. This actually has a use, and it has a use in game as well. So your non-player, no combat characters can obviously jump on these points and there is things, and that's your turn counter there. Apologies for the rain in the background. Various selection cards, which you get. Obviously the unit cards for the Lannisters, and the character unit cards for the Lannisters, and then the character cards for the Lannisters as well. You get the same for the Starks, so that's more Lannisters, and then you get the same for the Starks and non-player characters, and obviously all the upgrades as well. And then obviously you get all your deck cards as well, which again, all of these cards that come in the box you can play with. There's nothing to stop you playing with them at all, but again they are slightly out of date as well. But you get things like attacker for the siege scenarios and mission objectives and so on as well. As you can see, all of it is already in plastic trays. This is how it comes, is in the plastic trays. It's actually quite good because it makes putting it together and putting it back in the box quite easy. These trays, they do come with the cardboard surround, which does tell you how to put everything back in the box, but after about 2 or 3 times you get used to it. So you get measurers as well, again, grey one for the Stark and that one for the Lannisters. These are castle wall sections, which are to be used in one of the scenarios. So various selection of D6 and one white D3, and I'll just snap that elastic band. And then obviously these are your unit cards, which you get enough for all the units, and then a couple of other cards along with the castle wall card. Again, these ones out of date if you're using new rules, but again, there's nothing to stop you using them with this set. If you just want to have this set, there's nothing to stop it at all. Again, objectives, little tiny objectives which got a nice little slot there for fitting in. And again, as you can see, everything fits in nicely into the trays. So let's move on to the movement trays. So these movement trays I have painted up. They come normally just standard grey. I have obviously painted these ones up, but again, as you see, fit 12 models in it. It's not bad quality plastic actually. So you get enough movement trays to do all the infantry. This one here is for your cavalry, and then this one is for Grey Wind, and then obviously you get your first player counter and marker as well. Again, these all fit nicely into a nice little section of movement tray, which you can take out and reveals yet even more miniatures. So these are Stark Outriders again, and standard bearers. So again, I have painted these up. These come unpainted, but as you can see, they are quite good quality. Very minimal cleanup on them. They come pre-assembled, so there's nothing to stop you playing this straight out of the box. If you didn't want to paint them, you didn't have to paint them. And here's the standard bearer for the Umbers. The Brokers, maybe, maybe not, don't know, depends. So, as you can tell, it's quite a comprehensive set that, so we'll pop these back and then we will have a look at the other miniatures. Now, those of you that are been following me on Facebook, you will have seen some of these already. So, I mean, you get for the Starks, you get 2 units of Sworn Swords with their captains, a unit of Umber Berserkers, and obviously the Outriders as well, and then obviously you get Grey Wind there, but you also get Great John Umber, Sansa Stark, Catelyn Stark, and Robb Stark. These have obviously had their bases modified. We've had the bases slightly modified. I'm not sure you can see it there, but there's a little bit of cork on the bottom there. So slightly modified on the bases there. There we are. I'll just put him back, and then as you can see, I'm sure you can see it on the camera, but this is tray A. So you get 3 of these trays. So tray B has some Lannister halberdiers or pikemen. Their commander, you've got Tyrion Lannister, Jaime Lannister, some of the Mountain's men, you've got all the standards, you get the Mountain and Cersei Lannister. So again, these come unpainted, but they do have red. Their base colour is red. The Stark's base colour is grey, so again, there's nothing to stop you playing it straight out of the box. Don't need to paint the miniatures. Everything you've got in here to play is in here. Everything you need is in here. And then again, you got Lannister Swordsman and some halberdiers in the last tray there with their 2 captains on the top. So, as a starter set, it's really good. You can literally buy it, open it up, play the game straight away. You get your terrain. To be honest, you don't need to buy any more terrain. I have seen people using plastic terrain. You don't really need to have the plastic terrain, simply because you get all the cardboard stuff, and to be honest, with the way the rules play, the cardboard stuff is most probably the best for it, because with some of these, with these ones and these pieces, once you go on them they get destroyed, so you're going to be taking them off anyway. And then with these as well, you can be placing the movement bases on there. So it's a very good box set, very good starter set. Value for money, as I say, it's around about £100–150, depending depending on where you get it from. Some places you can get a bit of a discount on it as well. So yeah, so I would recommend it as an entry point to A Song of Ice and Fire. If you've already got someone that plays A Song of Ice and Fire, or you didn't fancy the Starks and Lannisters, there are other factions that are available. I think there's, I'm trying to remember how many there are now. So altogether you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 altogether. So you've got the Lannisters, you've got the Starks, you've got the Neutrals, you've got the Black Watch, you've got Baratheons, you've got Targaryens, you've got Greyjoys, the Martells or Dornish, and then there's a couple of others as well, which I can't quite remember at the minute, but I do know there's 8. But again, you can download the rulebooks from the app as well. So currently they're on version 4. Oh, okay, I may have to print up a new version to that. But again, you can get the updated cards. So here's the updated Lannister pack, which again has all the army cards. It has everything you need in there, character cards, everything, the upgrade cards, everything you need in there. And then this is a start pack, which again has everything you would need in there for that. So as you can see, there's all the cards in there you need. Everything you would need is in those packs. They're about £12-15, something like that, £10-15. Again, depending on where you're getting it from. But all in all, I would say that this set, value for money, is a good entry point. Also, if you're interested in playing in a club, perfect for taking down the club. I would take it down my local club a couple of times. We play a couple of games with it because again, you've got the two sides in there. You don't need to paint them up if you're not a big painter. If you're just a gamer and you want to get on, you want to get gaming, it's a really good entry point. So that's that, and keep an eye out for a couple of battle reports because they will be coming. So hope to see you guys soon, and cheerio for now. Bye.